Hi Bernie, Sandra here, and today I'm going to show you how to actually create a page using the Divi builder on your website, so you can have a nice seamless page without the clutter of the blog post sidebar, and basically show you how to design a page from scratch to finish. So what I'll do is I'll show you the first part of setting up a page. And how to draft out a plan for that page, with the thought process in mind that I'm going to recreate this page here for you. So at the moment, this is what your page looks like, but we want to have it, look something like, perhaps the home page, where you've got a nice big banner at the top, and you've got a call to actions on it, and you've got some other information about it, and of course the page will be a lot longer. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go back to that page. So I'm going to go into dashboards here, going to go to pages, all pages, and I'm going to open up the structural side of the page that you're creating. So the Elf Emmett page. So we were having a look at the view of it. Now we're going to go into the edit side of it. Now when I've created a page and I want to recreate a page because I don't like the look of it, I always have two tabs open. So I'll have a tab open for the new page, and I'll have a tab open for that's of the current page. So we're coming into here, and the page is Elf Emmett. Now we can keep the name of the page, it's entirely up to you, or we can change the name of the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, and I'm going to reconstruct the page, then I'm going to save that template for you, and then if you wish you can use that template for pages moving forward. So at the moment, the first thing you want to do when you create a page is you'll want to do this. You come in here and you go to all pages and you go add new, and then you give your page a title. I'm going to call this page how to create a page. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to click right sidebar, and you want to click full width. Only your blog post needs a sidebar. I mean, you can have a page with a sidebar if you want, but you don't need the old-fashioned WordPress sidebar. You can actually use the much nicer looking Divi sidebar. So once you've clicked full width, then I want you to click use Divi Builder. And what the Divi Builder does is, as you can see down here, is you can start to construct the layout of your page. So you have everything from a standard selection, which is what this one is. Then you have the full width selection, which is what this one is. Then you have a specialty selection, which is what this one is. And as you can see, this could be a full page. You could select any one of these as a full page. So, you can have a full page where you've got some information here and a big block of information or image here. Lots of little blocks of information and a long sort of sidebar type thing here, or, any one of those. So you could select any one of those if you wish. So let's just say you went with something like, let's just say this here. So that's what that one would look like, okay? And that's a specialty selection. And the next one is add from library. So if you go add from library and you go into the library, there'll be some themes or templates in here that you can add. We haven't saved any of yours yet, but I can do that for you. So it's basically saying we haven't saved any yet. But if we were to click here, after we've saved things, so we can save things under categories. So we can save a home page template, a new page template, a blog page template. We can save all sorts of templates here for us ourselves if we wish. And then when we come back here and we click on all categories, we have a template that we can choose from. Okay, so that's your different modules. Now, this is your standard section. So if we were to select that, that would be the top part, just the top part of the page, not the whole page, just the top part. So that part there would be just the top section of the page here, this top section of the page here. And you can do anything with this top section. You can edit this section here. As you can see, you can go into here and you can add a background color. You can add an image, you can add a video, you can do all sorts of things there. Okay, so we'll save and exit that. And in here, you can edit this section here the same way by clicking on this. You can clone sections by clicking on that there. So, you know, if I wanted to clone this section, I can clone it just like that, and I've got another section there. So I can just have a full page of just drop-down sections. And in here, I can insert columns. So, you know, I can clone this section again. And so I've got 3 sections here, and I can insert columns. So the top column I could insert here. I could make it just one big column like that. Okay. And then that's ready to insert modules, you see. So I've got the column in there. So in here, I can insert columns. I can select here and say I might want to do a 3-tier drop-down information there. So now this one's broken up, and that's ready for 3 modules there. And so this one here, I want to do this completely different. So, you know, I want a sort of a video, I want a 1/2 and 2/4, so we'll go a 1/2 and 2/4 there, and that's a different module again, as you can see. So, so these are all ready for modules, and if we're going to go into modules in our standard section, you click on module, and I can insert a module. So in here, I could insert, say, a let's go. Video slider there. Let's just go to the video slider module there. We'll add a video slider module. Okay, now when you click a module to add, it'll ask you to add a video. All right, so you'll click on here. And you see you'll need a video URL, right, from YouTube. So if I go to this page here, I'm pretty sure on this page here, if I was to view this, so if I was to preview this, I'm pretty sure you had a video on this page. I always like to open tabs as I need them. So if I was to go down here, I'm pretty sure you had a video added on this page here. Once it finishes loading, here it is here. Here's a video. So I can get the share link of this video here. That's the link I need. Copy it. And go back to this page here. And I can now close that link there. I can put this here. And I click upload a video. All right, so I click there. And then it says insert from URL. Click there. And then I repaste the URL there, and there's the video, and I can insert that into the page. So that's inserted. Then I can scroll down and I can do things. So I can have an image overlay, so I can upload an image, or I can just generate an image from the video. So we'll just generate an image from the video. That works quite well. So we've generated the image, that's good. And, you know, you could call this video header if you want it to. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be in capitals. All right, it's just an admin label. Now you have design features here on these modules. So you can go in here, you can have slide arrows. We don't really need to use the slide arrows. That's if we're going to put extra videos in there. Filters, so you can change the hue and the saturation and the contrast and all sorts of things. You can blur it a little bit. You can, you know, blend mode. You can choose a mode for it, you know, and different things. And once you've done that and you're happy with that, you can click save. And once you've saved it, you can see here you've got extra. You can add a new video if you want, but you don't need to. You've got here we don't need arrows because we're just going to use the one video. Slider controls, use a thumbnail track, use dot navigation, show an image overlay on main video, we can click yes, and we can put a background behind it if we want. So we could put a background color behind that if we wished, but we're not going to. We've called it video slider, and then here you can preview that to see how it's going to look on your page from a PC perspective. So we're just viewing that to see how it looks on your page from a PC view perspective. There we go. So that's how it's going to look on your page. Just let it finish loading there. It's taking a little while. Could be my internet too. I just want that to load. We'll try. And these sections here, so that's mobile phone, that's tablet, and that's PC. So I'm just going to stop that, and you've got design aspects here as well. So you can go into design aspects here, and choose your play icon colors and your thumbnail overlay things, and the width and the spacing. You can put padding and borders. You could put a border style around it if you wanted to, and change the size of your border, border width and stuff. So if you wanted to, let's say, we'll put a border around it. So we'll go a 4p border, so that there's a border, right? That's going to go around the video. You can have these different borders here, but we'll go a border style, and we'll change the color of the border, and we'll go a nice blue color. So we'll go down here and we'll choose a nice blue color for the border. Something not too dark, so we might go something a little bit lighter. That's sort of a nicer color. We can go a little bit lighter again. And as you can see, this will adjust things, and you can adjust the transparency of the border as well. So there we go. So we've got a nice 4p border around it. We can put a nice box shadow around it if we wish. There's all sorts of things that we can do, right? You can animation, you can have it show in, show out. And then you've got advanced design here. So you can go into advanced design here, and this is where you can do your CSS. I won't talk too much about that, because this is all coding sort of stuff that you can do with your video when you know how. So, and you can disable it. So you could disable it for the phone, you could disable it for a tablet. So if you didn't want the video to play on the phone, you could disable it. Okay, so now there's just some things you can do there. And once we've done that, we're going to go here again and see if we can get it to load, so we can have a look before I save and exit. I might have to save and exit first. There we go. There's the preview. And as you can see, you had a nice blue border around it. So we're going to save and exit. There we go. So we've saved and exit to that, and that's our video slider. So we know that that's our header of our page, right? So we're changing this page, and we're taking the video, and we're using the video as the header of the page up here. So it's going to be the top of the page. And so I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to show you the difference. Actually, what I'll do is I'll pick visibility up here, and I'll put private. There we go. Okay. And I'll click update, and I'll update the page. And once that is saved, I'll give you a quick look at the start of the page that we've started to create. So remember, we're using Divi. So there we go. That's that there. So we're going to preview this page. So let's go to preview of this page here. So here's your current page and what your current page looks like. And we're going to view this page here. So I can show you the difference. So this is what your original page would look like. This would be the header at your page. It would be a nice big video here. And so when people came to the page, that would be at the top, and they could click play and they could watch the video at the top. And I mean, you know, we can make that smaller and do lots of things with that if need be. So we're going to pause that. So there you go. That's the start of that page in comparison to the start of this page here. As you can see, you've got a sidebar over here. And here's what the actual page would look like creating it that way. So in the next video, I'll show you some more tips on creating pages and what you can do with a page once you've created it. So I'll stop this video now and I'll try and keep these videos short and simple. Okay, Bernie, bye for now.